Okay,
the
thank you.
batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for the West Coast League Championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights.
Looking for someone to service your Volkswagen? Independent Auto Works has been taking care of Volkswagen since 1970, and their group of mechanics has over 80 years of combined experience working on Volkswagens. And if you need just a part, whether your VW is old or new, air-cooled or water-cooled, Independent Auto Works can help. Give them a call or stop by. They're on 13th Street near the OSU campus in Corvallis. Independent Auto Works, the guys you can trust.
Your satisfaction is our success. Independent Auto Works.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of new world creativity like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned.
Yeah.
It's same, but different.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow free for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Back at Goss Stadium, Many moments of this or any summer that I can remember through the years. Before nearly 2,000 fans, Kiko Romero, a walk-off homer, park here in 2022. And Kiko provided it kind enough to join me here on the pregame show. A number of things I want to get to, Kiko, including, just kind of with the aftermath of that. But what was the moment like for you last night? It looked like you guys had a good time when you got to home plate.
Yeah, it was 2 outs, happened pretty quick. Just tried to kind of get on base, keep the inning going, and lucky enough to get a good pitch to drive, and Joe were pretty good.
You did. And consciously at all thinking, hey, if I get a pitch in a certain spot, I can do something with it.
I kind of was in the beginning of that bat. That first pitch I kind of took a hack at, but with the submarine, it didn't get out. So I was like, oh, hopefully this one will get out. So I kind of put a good drive into it, and lucky enough it got out. Lucky the wind was
tracked it down, crashed into the fence after the catch. Did you think when that one left it had a chance? And how about the ball you hit last night in the ninth? I mean, tell me about that.
I feel like I got better than the last one. Kind of disappointed the first one didn't get out, but the last one I was kind of just praying.
It was a fun way to end the game and the series and a sweep of those guys. But the joy, the celebration at home plate, it looks like you guys love to play this game after night in summer ball, which sometimes not all teams have that.
Yeah, it usually takes us like probably 2 weeks to get to know each other. Probably tradition here. We all love each other. We all go to war every day for each other. And Uni, Skip, Bo, and Ed Coach Nags do a really good job of that. Be at the field for 4 to 5 hours a day with each other.
Kiko Romero, my guest. Kiko, I speculated on the air. I heard your name a lot around the draft. I think you were given some information and had enough calls to think that, and I know you got calls and could have signed all of that, and how excited you are now to maybe, go on and get it going in Tucson.
Yeah, it was a little disappointing not hearing my name or not getting offered. It just didn't work out. But I mean, couldn't be happy to go to U of A, go to play for my hometown. I mean, it was an option. It was, a great Pale is doing a great job. I know there's big shoes to fill. I know that Daniel Cusack is gone. So hopefully I can be big enough to.
Did you have to, if you're candid enough to say, did you have to deal with any sort of lingering for you?
It was a little disappointing. I got the draft ended at about 1:30 on Monday, and I had to be here at 3, so it kind of lasted about, and I just got to get better and hopefully get there next year.
So it sounds like an hour, maybe you dealt with it, but then you get with the guys, you get here, you show up, and probably don't.
But, I was still locked into the game. But just kind of Tuesday, I had the mentality just to prove I'm good enough, and just go out there and compete every day.
More hunger, edge, chip, motivation, and so on to go into Arizona next spring and have a huge year.
Oh, yeah. It just gives me that extra fire to go into U of A and put up good numbers like I did this year. And if I do it at the Pac-12 level, hopefully get picked.
Maybe you thought was going to happen now, but big days and great days are ahead. In the meantime, you guys all want to win another championship, it sounds like. So is that
games like last night? I feel like if we win a bunch of those, then we're gonna get 6 straight. Not gonna be easy, but I think we can do it.
Kiko, thanks for the time again. I appreciate it. Swept Cowlitz, and now we'll try to do the same beginning tonight with the Portland Pickles. Great to have you with us. The first pitch around the corner on 1240 Joe Radio.
Two here. Let's go 2.
Yeah, we're good with 2. Battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else, 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance.
The versatile Kubota B-Series is a do-it-all tractor, part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is lit on.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using tools. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except West 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser. From hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear. Now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany.
Kyler Stancato steps in for the Portland Pickles against right-hander Matt Scott, and Kyler, who helped the Knights win the 2021, and we're underway. On again a cool evening, hardly a harbinger, because in a few days, Pacific Northwest in a couple of days, but a pleasant 77 degrees as we get underway tonight. Gatto fouls it away to the left and out of play. 0-2 to Kyler, who has landed on his feet out of the portal at Cal State Bakersfield. The strike 2 pitch just comes back with a 1-1 fastball just off the plate to Jablonski. In. Kiko Romero at first, Eli Kennel at second, Spencer Scott at short, Timo and Ethan Lovelace in right. Matt delivers, swung on and fouled into the mid of Tanner Smith, and that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matt Scott making his 5th appearance, his 2nd start, 8 2/3 innings thus far with the Knights, 11 hits, 6 earned, 5 walks, 7 strikeouts, a record of 1-0. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the left-hand hitting Jacob Jablonski. Vanderbrake goes, the change, swung on and missed. Strike 3 to retire the side. Nice start for Matt Scott and the Corvallis Knights in the first of a 3-game series. If the Knights win all 3, behold, they are back in first place. No runs ahead, a man left. We go to the bottom of the first. We'll give you the Knights lineup and see how they fare against right-hander Alex Giroux. We'll be back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Do you ever experience headaches, or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you, sources to help you reach your goals, and we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245.
Delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients. Open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Hi, this is Katie Albin. Some plumbing projects don't have anything to do with water. At Albin's Plumbing or for a gas water heater, give us a call.
at Alvin's Plumbing. 548282 Alvin's Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Alex Giroux ready to go to Logan Johnstone, and the first pitch is in there for a strike from the University of Hawaii bound right-hander out of Lake Oswego High School, went to Washington, worked his way down to Clark College, and now on his way to join Sean Weiss in paradise over in beautiful Oahu in the Manoa campus. The pitch to Johnstone, a little low, ball one. The quick-working Giroux back to the plate, sails the 1-1 pitch away, ball two, 2-1. Logan Johnstone starting in center field, the left-hand hitter. Ryan Stafford in the two-hole, the DH, batting third. Kiko Romero at first base. Johnstone rips one to right field, but Nick Upstill has a play. He moves several steps to his right quickly and hauls it in. One gone, a good swing for Logan Johnstone, and Ryan Stafford will be the batter. Tanner Smith, the cleanup hitter for the Knights, in catching. Eli Kennel batting fifth at second base. Titus Dimitru batting sixth and playing left field. Timo Becerra batting seventh at third base. Spencer Scott hitting eighth at shortstop. Ethan Lovelace batting ninth and right. And Matt Scott already has put a 0 on the board in the top of the first inning. We're in the bottom half on a Lyrica Cap night, and another good crowd coming in. The first pitch to Ryan Stafford in there for a strike. Breaking ball from Alex, misses down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike, a returning Portland Pickle, Alex Giroux. The 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled, and Michael Campagna got hit by that one up around the right shoulder. Michaela, the team trainer, may be asked to come out. Ed Nags, the associate head coach, is coming down to see about Michael. Brooke Knight coaching over at third. Ed is actually bringing a baseball and is saying this one goes, we got to get rid of this one. It's not worth anything any longer. I thought he was coming down to offer some sympathy to the poor catcher Michael Campagna, but Michael soldiers on. It's the toughest position, one of the toughest in all of sport. And he took the ball off his right shoulder and is back in the crouch again. 1-2 the count to Ryan Stafford. Giroux delivers, hit off the end of the bat into shallow left center field by the diving Kyle Russell for a base hit. Ryan Stafford a 1-out single, and Kiko Romero will be the hitter. Here's Kiko, and the fans remember. He gets a big round of applause whenever he steps up, but it's got a little more life in it tonight because many of the folks that were here last night certainly recall fondly the way the game ended. He went opposite field for the walk-off homer. He said the first of his baseball career. And this is a guy that hit 26 at Central Arizona this past spring. He swings and hits one foul to the left and out of play. 0-1 the count. He'll take that swing to the Arizona Wildcats this fall and in the spring, and that means we'll see him back here in this ballpark with the U of A against the Beavers in Pac-12 play. The pitch on the way, low and inside to Kiko Romero. 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm going to lean on that a lot against the Beavers in Pac-12 play. A 1-out single for Ryan Stafford, held on by Jacob Jablonski. A token toss over to first by Alex Giroux. Kiko's home run was his 5th. He and Eli Kennel share the team lead in that department. Kiko at 270, 5 homers, 25 runs batted in. And in fact, Kiko and Eli now each at 5 and 25. Romero takes the 1-1 pitch on the inside corner from Giroux. 1-2 the count. Alex will be a teammate of Sean Weiss's in Hawaii. They've been teammates in much of their baseball lives. Same high school class. Sean Weiss out of Canby, Alex Giroux out of Lake Oswego. No score, bottom of the first. The 1-2 pitch, Kiko fights off the fastball, fouls it back. It remains 1-2 to the Knights' first baseman. Just it tells you how rare walk-off homers are. We saw one last season here. Tyson Corio hit one. We've seen one this year. It may be the only one. And it was surprising, though, to hear Kiko say it's the first time he'd ever hit one. He swings at the breaking ball. Way out in front. Doesn't get it. A big swing and a miss. 2 down. And Tanner Smith will come to the plate. Sean Weiss and Alex Giroux are both products. I don't like that term to apply to human beings very often, but let's just say they're both disciples of and alumni of the Kevin Gunderson baseball camp, the Gunderson baseball world. Kevin has helped both Sean and Alex Giroux tremendously in their development as pitchers. A throw to first base, and again, Ryan Stafford back to the bag. 2 outs, a man aboard, bottom of the first inning, no score. Tanner Smith at the plate. Tanner just getting his summer ball started, playing in his 4th game. He takes a strike, and the count 0-1. 2 for 10 thus far, with a run scored. Stafford held on at first by Jacob Jablonski. Alex Giroux with a count of 0-1. Comes set and delivers to Tanner. Fastball up and in. A battery of Giroux and Michael Campagna. Around the infield for the Portland Pickles, Jacob Jablonski at first, Eddie Saldivar Jr. at second, Kyle Russell at short, Jackson Vanderbrake at third, Latrey McCullum in left, Kyler Stancato in center, Nick Upstill in right. The 1-1 breaking ball in there for a strike to Tanner Smith. 1-2 the count. Alex Giroux in the summer of 2022, making his 8th appearance and 7th start, 24 innings, 17 hits, 8 earned runs, 7 walks, 25 strikeouts, a record of 3-0, an earned run average of 3. Delivers off speed and away, ball 2. 2-2 to Tanner. Brooke Knight has not sent Ryan Stafford at any point. Ryan runs pretty well with the obligatory phrase for a catcher, but a young and good athlete. Stafford getting his lead, held on by Jablonski. The 2-2 pitch on the way, bounces on the breaking ball in the turf. 3-2 the count. So that means that Stafford will take off on the pitch. Jacob Jablonski will hold on the runner with a right-hand hitter at the plate, trying to cut down on the jump. Stafford a conservative lead, 3-2, 2 down. Ryan goes, the payoff pitch taken, strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Back-to-back punchies for Alex Giroux. No runs, a hit, a man left at the end of 1. Portland nothing, the Knights nothing. On 1240 Joe Radio.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years.
Okay, we can go back to 90s
People in the
now.
Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis
Thank you,
Floor
unless
Covering.
I say otherwise.
They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
I was there in the living room reading a book when I heard a terrible sound. When are you gonna start planting those trees and getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding? I'll do it, but not today. I know you don't want me to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I know the guys at Philomath Rental, they'll show me what to do. Since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the Glass Man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the second inning. No score. Matt Scott goes to work against Nick Upstill and starts him with the pitch just out of the zone. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed by Nick. 1-1 the count. Nick Upstill leading things off for Portland, having an outstanding summer. 349, a homer, 22 runs batted in. He swings at the Scott fastball and doesn't get it. 1-2 the count. Nick Upstill, Michael Campagna, and Peyton Allen. Top of the second and the first of this 3-game series with the Pickles. Matt kicks and comes back. The 1-2 fastball hit foul, Waldo away. It remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Pickles won in a contest. There were 6 choices. It was a fan vote conducted after the announcement of the franchise coming into the city. A changeup misses high, and the count 2-2. The first announcement of baseball coming back to the city of Portland was in March of 2015, that there would be a team coming to play at Walker Stadium in Lentz Park in Southeast. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3, and Matt is looking like a dude here early. Back-to-back strikeouts. His stuff is, as Dan Spencer used to say, plenty good. 1 away, and Michael Campagna, the batter. With that big frame and the ability to keep getting stronger and develop his pitches, this is a guy, and we've seen a number of great arms pitch for the Knights and go on to do big things for Stanford. Matt's one of the latest in that line here with the Corvallis Knights, and his first pitch, breaking ball to Michael Campagna, is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Wow, Dwight, this is a big-time service. Ice and a soda. Thank you, Dwight. Dwight is a good man. He grew up a fan of the football team in Washington. We have often compared notes. I'm not talking about the Huskies, more power to them, but the Commanders, as they're now known as. But he grew up a fan in the same era that I was loving Larry Brown and Billy Kilmer and Charlie Taylor and Roy Jefferson and Dyron Talbert and George Allen. Matt Scott's 1-1 pitch to the right-hand hitting Michael Campagna misses low and away, ball 2, 2-1. So I like him even better now. A fan of the old days, the Over the Hill gang, and he just brought me a soda with ice. Good man. The 2-1 pitch taken low, ball 3. Now, why Dwight had that task, I have no idea. It's the first time. I've known Dwight for many years, but he's never brought me a soda with ice ever before. So how he got that task tonight, I'd like to know the answer. Matt Scott delivers the 3-1 pitch down and away, ball 4. Michael Campagna getting the 1-out walk. Last inning, Jackson Vanderbrake, a 1-out single. Matt Scott came back to get the next 2 batters, and now we'll deal with the designated hitter, left-hand hitting Peyton Allen. Campagna, the runner at first base, talk about Summers. He's hitting .368, and now he'll go to second on a wild pitch. Now Matt Scott, after an impressive strikeout of Nick Upstill, walks Campagna and wild pitches Michael to second. Peyton Allen at the plate, no score. Bottom of the second inning. Campagna at .368 to lead the Pickles, drawing the walk. 5 homers, 22 runs batted in. Now Peyton Allen with a chance to pick him up. Allen at .245, 14 runs batted in. He takes low. Ball 2, 2-0. Latrey McCollum on deck. Tanner Smith out for a conversation with Matt Scott. So 7 years ago, there was an announcement that there would be a new team coming to Portland. And the ownership decided to let the fans vote, an online fan voting, but they did narrow it to 6 choices for the team nickname. The Red Dogs, the Pliers, the Mudhounds, the Pickles, and the Posse. And, oh yeah, the Portland Pickles. And Pickles won in a landslide. The 2-0 pitch on the way, low. Ball 3, 3-0. Latrey McCullum, the on-deck hitter. Big series for both clubs, particularly for Portland. The Knights are already in the playoffs, and they have home field advantage by virtue of winning the first half. The Pickles have gotten off to a hot start. They're 11-2 in second half play, and they have a 2-game lead over the Knights beginning this 3-game series, and they want to leave town with the lead at least still in their possession and maybe even having grown a bit. The 3-0 pitch, a strike, and the count 3-1 to Peyton Allen. Latrey McCullum, the on-deck hitter, no score, top of the second. Campagna gets his lead from second. Scott delivers a 3-1 pitch, popped up to shallow left center field. A long run for the left fielder, Titus Dimitru, who finds it through the bright sunlight. Good read by Titus to come on and make the catch. 2 away. Campagna holds at second, and Latrey McCullum will come to the plate. McCullum at .322. This is a good lineup. A homer, 9 runs batted in. The Pickles hit .276 as a club, but throughout the lineup, as you've heard me call them up, a lot of 300-plus hitters. McCullum right in there with Jackson Vanderbrake and Nick Upstill, Michael Campagna. It's a very good offensive club. The first pitch to McCullum, a strike, and the count 0-1. Campagna at second, 2 down, no score, top of the second. Matt strike 1 pitch, lifted foul towards the Omaha room and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Latrey with Kyle Russell on deck. The Pickles have been a big hit in the city of Portland. Ball games at Walker Stadium, Lentz Park, really a lot of fun, high energy. The team has been embraced. The strike 2 pitch hit off the end of the bat by the diving Eli Kennel into right center field for a base hit. Campagna scores without a play, and Latrey McCullum continues his hot summer. He hits a ground ball base hit into right center to give Portland the initial lead in this big 3-game series. 1-0 Pickles, and Kyle Russell the hitter. Kyle, the right-hand hitting shortstop. Hitting .194, so he's a bit of an outlier in the lineup. He does have a couple of homers and 9 RBIs. He takes a strike from Matt Scott. 0-1 the count. Matt perhaps a little disappointed in that he gave up an 0-2 hit, a little too much of the plate. McCullum able to ground it by the diving Kennel. So the initial lead goes to the Pickles. The strike 1 pitch on the way, taken for a strike by Kyle, in the count 0-2. The leadoff hitter, Kyler Stancato, on deck. 6:35 again tomorrow night here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. It'll be a dash for cash night you won't want to miss. Matt Scott doesn't miss here on an 0-2 pitch. Kyle Russell takes strike 3 called, and the inning is over. The Pickles do parlay a walk into a run, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. At the end of 1.5, Portland 1 and the Knights nothing. On 1240 Joe Radio.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Island Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Island Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
A drip, drip down the drain, or a leak you can't explain.
Whether it's residential or commercial service, Albin's Plumbing has been serving the local area with quality products and craftsmanship for over 40 years. At Albin's Plumbing, experience plus knowledge times teamwork equals exceptional customer service.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282, Albin's Plumbing.
Downward Dog across the OSU campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches. And breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
1240 Joe Radio.
1-0 in favor of the Portland Pickles as we move to the bottom of the first inning. Eli Kennel against Alex Giroux, and Eli first ball swinging, whacks it to center field. Base hit. Eli, as always, a lot of family and friends in the ballpark. The local young man out of Santiam Christian High School jumps on the first pitch from Giroux and represents the tying run at first base here in the bottom of the second. Titus Dimitriou, the batter, with Timo Becerra to follow. The Knights getting their second hit. Ryan Stafford a base hit last inning. Eli held on by Jacob Jablonski. Giroux to the plate. First pitch strike to Titus Dimitriou. No balls and 1 strike. Titus at 278. Eli Kennel with the base hit has cooled a bit. He's at 264. He draws a throw and gets back. Dimitriou at 278 with 17 runs batted in. Eli 4 for 5 in stolen bases. 1-0 Portland, bottom of the second. Out of the stretch works Giroux, turns and throws over to first base, and Eli Kennel back to the bag. The Portland Pickles, the latest nickname, going back to when that name was chosen in a fan vote some 7 summers ago. The strike one off speed from Giroux, down and away, in the count 1-1. Joining over the years, and there have been a lot of years of baseball in the Rose City, the Portland Monograms in the 1880s, the Portland Willamettes in 1890. 1 ball and 1 strike. Alex Giroux from the stretch delivers a ground ball through the hole and into left field for a base hit. Eli Kennel will stop at second. Titus Dimitriou, a ground ball through the 6 hole. Latrey McCullum gets the ball back in. And on this bright and breezy Friday evening on a Lyrica cap night, looking around the ballpark, you see those caps. Very good looking 2022 versions of the Knights cap. And the fans getting excited about what the Knights are up to here and trying to come right back after falling behind 1-0. They have 2 on and nobody out for Timo Becerra. This is a situation where Brooke will often ask a hitter to bunt. We'll see if Becerra, who does not have a sacrifice, will be asked to get his first, and he was showing a bluff on the inside move by Alex Giroux to second, and the cap was, the hand I should say, was tipped, and maybe the Corvallis Knights caps will be tipped somewhere along the way too, but Becerra showed his intentions, and that's part of why Giroux made the fake to second. Timo does appear to be, but now the bunt is off, and he takes a pitch for a strike. 0-1 the count. And Timo and Brooke Knight's response to, so you think you know what we're going to do, huh? Watch this. Now it could be back on. We'll see. 1-0 Portland, bottom of the second inning. Eli Kennel at second, Titus Dimitriou at first, nobody out. The corner infielders think that a bunt play is indeed on again, and it is, and it's strike one pitch down and away to Timo Becerra. 1-1 the count. Timo at 226, a couple of homers, 15 runs batted in. Has a look at Brooke Knight, and my guess the bunt is still on. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kennel at second, Dimitriou at first, nobody out. 1-0 Portland. Alex Giroux delivers, and the bunt is down, up along third. Vanderbrake gloves, throws to first in time. But Timo Becerra gets the job done with the sacrifice 5-3, his first sacrifice of 2022. Kennel to third, Dimitru at second, and Spencer Scott will come to the plate. Good to see Pat Casey's family in the ballpark tonight. One of Pat's sisters is here. John is here. Susan is here. Pat may be here somewhere wandering around as well. But just looking at the Knights executing the game so well. Get them on, get them over, get them in. A doctrine that has served baseball players, coaches, managers, programs well through the years. And see if the Knights, they've done the first couple of parts of it. Gotten them on. A nice job by Becerra to get him over. And now Spencer Scott and Ethan Lovelace, the 8 and 9 hitters, with a chance to get him in, get the Knights even, or perhaps take the lead. A meeting at the mound, Michael Campagna out to talk to Alex Giroux. Spencer Scott steps in. The Pickles play their infield halfway, and Giroux works out of the stretch, delivers, and Spencer pulls it foul past Brooke Knight. Spencer at 277. No homers, 16 runs batted in. 1-0 Pickles, with Ryan Gorton arriving and saying hello to Susan Casey. Good to see the director of baseball ops for the Beavers here tonight. No balls and 1 strike to Spencer Scott. The Knights threatening to come right back after Portland took the initial lead in the top of the inning. Eli Kennel and Titus Dimitru back-to-back singles, sacrificed over by Becerra. Scott looking to get the game even against the infield that's halfway for Coach Magdaleno's Pickles. Breaking ball, good block by Michael Campagna in the turf. The count 1-1. Ethan Lovelace, the on-deck hitter. A breeze is blowing out to left center under the lights. And a bright sun for Latrey McCullum to deal with out and left. Fastball in there for a strike. Spencer taking it knee high on the inner half. 1-2 the count. Spencer has 2 sacrifice flies on the season. Kiko Romero and Eli Kennel tied for the lead in that category with 3. The 1-2 pitch to Scott is in the turf on the off-speed pitch. Again, Michael Campagna does a good job to smother it. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 on and 1 out. And this big Cap Knight crowd getting into it here at the bottom of the second inning. Clapping their hands, stomping their feet rhythmically, hoping to inspire Spencer Scott to do something good right here, right now. The 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. Something good, or if you like, Brian Keith and Dean Martin, something big. Dean Martin in the mediocre Western circa 1970, saying late in the film, I always wanted to do something big. I think he's telling Raquel Welch that. His dying words, I wanted to do something big, said Dino. And I think in the end he had done something big. But not a particularly good motion picture. Good cast, though, right? 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on and 1 out. 1-0 Portland. Spencer trying to change that, and he will. A drive to straightaway center. Kyler Stancato lines it up and makes the catch. Tagging and on his way to the plate to score is Eli Kennel. The 3rd sacrifice fly of the summer for Spencer Scott, and the ball game is even at 1. Titus Dimitru holding at second base. And Ethan Lovelace at the plate in a 1-1 tie. Ethan at 203, a couple of homers and 11 runs batted in. Ethan had a 2-run home run crushed to right against Cowlitz a couple of nights ago. Looking for a base hit here to give the Knights the lead. Big swing and a foul back by Ethan. No balls and 1 strike. So the Knights have pulled even with a couple of base hits, a sacrifice bunt, a sacrifice fly. And now Lovelace looking for a 2-out hit to give the Knights the lead. Alex Giroux works out of the stretch, glances back at Dimitru. The strike 1 pitch from the kid from LO, high and away. The count 1-1. Logan Johnstone, the leadoff hitter for the Knights, on deck. A 1-1 tie. Alex Giroux to the plate. Big breaking ball, loops in for a strike. 1-2 the count. Knights baseball is brought to you in part by our friends at First Alternative Co-op, your community-owned grocery store since 1970. Dimitru at second, 2 down. Giroux set, and the 1-2 pitch fouled away. First Alternative Co-op is your community-owned grocery store with fresh, local, and organic groceries since 70, since something big, circa 70. Brian Keith, Dean Martin, Raquel. The Co-op makes it easy for you and your family to buy local and eat healthy. Stop by and enjoy their fresh brewed coffee, house-made pastries, their delicious salads, and much more. Everyone is welcome at the Co-op. Loveless gets on a breaking ball, hits it off the light standard just past the Omaha room, and then down into Urchin Alley, the first action in the alley tonight, and a youngster giving chase all by himself. No competition for the first foul ball into the alley. Showed good speed, though, to get to it. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Loveless. A 1-1 tie, bottom of the second. Ethan takes a fastball belt high, strike 3 called to retire the side. The Knights, though, come back. They score a run to pull even on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. After 2, the Pickles won, and the Knights won on 1240 Joe Radio.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185 and get in the game.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, there are benefits and services available to you at Lynn County Veterans Services. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-926-3882 and take advantage of what you've earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. Lynn County Veterans Services is here to help you. If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, call 541-926-3882 and thank you for serving your country. Lynn County Veterans Services, serving our local veterans.
1240 Joe Radio.
A 1-1 tie to the top of the third. Kyler Stancato with a count of no balls and 1 strike grounded out to third to open the game. Matt Scott, strike 1, fastball foul back. Kyler behind the count 0-2. Kyler Stancato, Jackson Vanderbrake, and Eddie Saldivar Jr. Top of the third of a 1-1 tie. We expect a good series between the top 2 clubs in the South Division. Portland with a 2-game lead to open second half play. The Knights with a sweep would usurp first place. And Portland at 11-2. And trying to play their way into the playoffs. The Knights already in. The strike 2 pitch to Stancato misses away. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Kyler, lifted foul to the left and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Bob Keith, I'm not sure what your text means. What about an A or double A? I'm not sure what you're talking about, so please clarify your question. The 1-2 pitch, fastball down and in. Ball 2, 2-2. Not sure what it is I've been talking about that leads to the question. What about an A or double A? Help me out with that, please. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kyler Stancato. Fastball lifted to left and pretty deep. Titus Dimitru, though, has a play. And again, having to find the ball through the bright sunlight, does, and moves over to make the catch. One away in the top of the third, and Jackson Vanderbrake, the batter. What about it?
What about A or AA baseball in Portland? What you were talking about?
I don't. But what do you mean? What do you mean? I don't get it. What does he mean? Like, should they have A or AA baseball? Is that what he's asking? I don't. Okay, I'm sorry, Paul. Paul seems to know what Bob's talking. What about A or AA? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, do you mean, Bob, that they should have A or AA baseball in Portland? Or anyway, you know, they've never had double. They've had plenty of triple. In fact, most of the years we've seen AAA baseball in the Rose City. The pitch to Jackson Vanderbrake missing for ball one. Matt Scott comes back and delivers a strike. 1-1 the count. Jackson singled to left in the first. 1-1, top of the third. Scott back to the plate. Good slider. Yes. Yes, he went. That's easy. And the count goes to 1-2. Oh, my gosh, that was a good pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out to Jackson Vanderbrake, who singled in his first at-bat. Eddie Saldivar Jr. on deck. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The right-hander Scott comes back, taken. Strike 3 called. Good fastball, 2 down. Now, the city of Portland has known Pacific Coast League baseball for most of the history of pro ball in town. The Portland Willamettes in 1890, the Pacific Northwest League, which evolved into the Pacific Coast League 1903 to 1972. The Mavericks, short season A-ball, the battered bastards of baseball 73 through 77. The PCL returned 78 to 93. The Northwest League, again, 95 through 99 with the Bend Rockies, and then back to the PCL, the Bend Rockies moving to become the Portland Rockies. The PCL again from 2000 to 2010. Never AA in that whole run. Eddie Saldivar, with the count of 0-1, takes down and in from Matt Scott. A 1-1 tie here in the top of the third. Eddie fouled out in his first at-bat. Matt looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. The big right-hander out of Connecticut throws a good fastball on the inside corner, strike 2. 1-2 the count. The Pickles a run last inning. The Knights came back with one of their own. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Fastball down and in. Ball 2, 2-2. Bob Keith, will Portland get a minor league team again? Single A or double A? Portland's a big enough market. Yes, right. And I'm not sure what, and thank you, Bob, for the clarification. I'm not sure about that. The 2-2 pitch on the way, losing his bat on the swing and smiling about it, a kind of a smile of chagrin with Eddie losing the bat and fouling it back to stay up there, fouling the baseball back. Still up there with a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jacob Jablonski on deck. 2-2 the count, I should say. Now, the Portland Diamond Project, they tell me, is still at work. They've gone way underground, it seems. The 2-2 pitch popped up to left field. Dimitru, shielding the sun, finds the baseball, moves in to make the catch. Titus has done a nice job of that 3 times this evening. And Matt Scott has a 1-2-3 inning. The Portland Diamond Project with huge ambitions to try to bring the highest level of baseball to the Rose City. But in the meantime, the Portland Pickles have won a nice slice of the market. They do a great job at Walker Stadium and Lentz Park. But I know that anyone involved with the sport of baseball in this state would say more power to the Portland Diamond Project if indeed they could pull it off. It looked more promising a few years ago than it does now. So it seems. We are through 2.5. The Pickles won and the Knights won on 1240 Joe Radio.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
1240 Joe Radio.
Logan Johnstone in this 1-1 tie, leading things off for the Knights in the bottom of the third. Swings at the first pitch from Alex Giroux and fouls it away. The strike one pitch is in there for strike two. 0-2 the count. Logan Johnstone, Ryan Stafford, Kiko Romero. Bottom of the third, Alex Giroux to the plate. Fastball in there. Strike three called. Logan Johnstone is rung up. One gone, a three-pitch punch-out for Alex Giroux. Ryan Stafford, who singled to center field in the first inning, makes his way to the plate. Alex Giroux ready to go. The right-hander out of LO kicks and comes to the plate. First pitch breaking ball a little low. Ball one, 1-0. 6:35 again tomorrow night. 1:05 Sunday afternoon. Fastball laced to left field, right in the sun. Latrey McCullum really doesn't have to move. He went down to a crouch, kept the glove up in the sun, and behold, the ball plopped into it. Nice job by Latrey. That is a tough sun field. Two down, good contact for Ryan Stafford. And here comes Kiko Romero. Kiko struck out in the first inning tonight. Still, I'm sure, living off a bit of a high from the walk-off home run to the opposite field in the bottom of the ninth last night. He takes low, ball one, 1-0. And just think about the very few walk-off home runs that I've seen with Oregon State baseball through the years. A ground ball wide of third, Vanderbrake to his left, picks it up and throws out Kiko. A 1-2-3 inning for Giroux. I can think of Jordan Leonardton, Shea McFeely in a regional, and a walk-off inside the park home run for a fella by the name of Adley Rutschman. We go to the fourth, a 1-1 tie, the Pickles and the Knights on 1240 Joe Radio.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Mow, dig, haul, lift. The versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor does it all. Easy to switch attachments, a smooth hydrostatic transmission. The BX Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 3 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Pickles 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. The Knights 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. Matt Scott working on Jacob Jablonski, whom he fanned in the first, falling behind to the big left-handed hitter. 2 balls and no strikes. Scott standing in just a little slice of sunshine, kicks and delivers a 2-0 pitch, a strike, and the count 2-1. Jablonski returning to the Pickles for the summer of 2022. Big season at Chico State, 317 after spending 3 years at Arkansas State. 2-1 pitch just outside to Jacob, ball 3, 3-1. At Chico State now after 3 years at Arkansas State. 5 home runs and 36 RBIs in the spring. Scott delivers a strike on the 3-1 pitch. Jablonski had tossed the bat away and was beginning to make his way up the line, thinking he had drawn a free pass. But he'll come back and try it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Matt Scott steps back with the left leg, kicks and delivers. Jablonski drives it to deep right field. Back goes Loveless to the warning track and in front of the fence, makes the catch. 1 away. That ball was well struck. Jablonski giving it a long ride, but an out to open the top of the 4th. Scott in the 2nd. 5 straight set down by Matt Scott. A 1-1 tie in the plate. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. Scott takes his sign a little bit differently than most pitchers do in that he has his left leg in front of his push-off leg. Then he rocks back and delivers, and it swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. Every pitcher develops a routine, how to take a sign and the motion and all of those things. And Matt clearly has a comfortable routine. It's given him tremendous success throughout his pitching life. The strike 2 pitched up, still hit foul down the third base side. This one lands on top of the netting, the screen, the protective screen down the left field line. It remains no balls and 2 strikes to Nick Upstill in a 1-1 tie in the top of the 4th inning. Scott and Tanner Smith, the battery for the Knights. Kiko Romero at first. Eli Kennel at second. Spencer Scott at short. Timo Becerra at third. Titus Dimitru in left. Logan Johnstone in center. And Ethan Loveless in right. 0-2 to Nick Upstill. Matt kicks and comes to the plate. Fastball taken. Strike 3 called. 2 down. Well, Matt is really dealing tonight, the kind of stuff that reveals why he's been a big-time prospect throughout his pitching life and committed to Stanford since his freshman year in high school. Stanford saw something in Matt on a different part of the world, but that's the Stanford recruiting reach, as you well know. Matt Scott growing up in Reading, Connecticut, Joel Barlow High School. And going in the 20th round, he could, of course, begin his professional sojourn, but my sense is, no, it's off to the farm where he will just keep getting better and better. His first pitch to Michael Campagna, a strike. 0-1 the count. Big Matt back to the plate. The strike 1 pitch is swung on and missed. The count 0-2. Bo Kearns told me before the game that Matt would likely go 4 and no more tonight, so this is probably the last inning of work. We've yet to have the pleasure of visiting with Matt on a pregame show. I hope we can make amends and rectify that for tomorrow. The strike 2 pitch in the turf. Ball 1, 1-2, and visit with Matt a little bit about the draft, about growing up back east, but becoming interested in the Stanford program at a very young age and committing his freshman year in high school. And looks as though he'll be heading there this fall. Good fastball. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. This is a dominant Matt Scott tonight. Very impressive, and look forward, if that was his last inning of work, to having a chance to visit with the big fella tomorrow. He's retired 7 straight. He punches out the last 2 here in the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It remains the Pickles 1 and the Knights 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
If you're fed up with dirty grout lines, maybe it's time to consider cultured marble. Hi, I'm Katie Albin at Albin's Plumbing in Corvallis. Cultured marble is an affordable way to get the look of marble, and the best part is, no grout lines, affordable and easy to maintain. Come by our showroom on 9th Street in Corvallis and see the beautiful look of cultured marble.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
I just got home from a fishing trip to find that we had a new patio with pavers and everything. I told my wife I didn't want to do it. So she went ahead, put the plans together, and went to Philomath Rental, where she got all the tools she needed, and they showed her how to use the equipment. The patio looks great. Now she's planning more.
Home, farm, and business. Check out Philomath Rental.
1240 Joe Radio.
A 1-1 tie to the bottom of the 4th inning. Alex Giroux to Tanner Smith. Alex starts the Knights catcher with a strike. Tanner struck out looking in his first at-bat. He swings and pokes one foul into the lower grandstand right behind the Pickles dugout on the first base side. 0-2 to Tanner with Eli Kennel to follow. And then Titus Dimitru. 1-1, bottom of the 4th. Giroux to the plate. Fastball lifted to right field and playable. Nick Upstill moving over. Eli Kennel will be the hitter. Eli jumped on the first pitch that he saw, drilled it into center field, and he scored the Knights' run later on a sacrifice fly by Spencer Scott. When you visit Corvallis to catch Knights baseball, we encourage you to stay at your locally owned Best Western Corvallis, close to the ballpark and with the largest hotel rooms in the city, along with an outdoor heated pool. Wherever life takes you, Best Western is there. Eli swings at the first pitch here, lofts a high fly to center. The wind pushes it a bit at the last moment. Backing up to catch it is Kyler Stancato. 2 down quickly here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Titus Dimitru, who singled to left field in the second, will come to the plate. Sweet sisters tonight with our junior announcer effort. They're trading back and forth. Breaking ball up from Alex Giroux, ball 1. One of the nice traditions here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. The junior announcer that comes on when the Knights come to the plate in the bottom of the 4th. A check swing tapper right at the first baseman Jablonski, who steps on the bag. And we will get to hear the nice summation from our sisters from the Benton County Schools Credit Union junior announcer segment. I can hear it, and trust me, they're very cute. The Knights go in order, and at the end of 4, it remains the Pickles 1 and the Knights 1, and Matt Scott returning for another inning when we come back on 1240 Joe Radio.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
Downward Dog across the OSU campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches. And breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus. Looking for someone to service your Volkswagen? Independent Auto Works has been taking care of Volkswagen since 1970, and their group of mechanics has over 80 years of combined experience working on Volkswagens. And if you need just a part, whether your VW is old or new, air-cooled or water-cooled, Independent Auto Works can help. Give them a call or stop by. They're on 13th Street near the OSU campus in Corvallis. Independent Auto Works, the guys you can trust.
Your satisfaction is our success. Independent Auto Works.
1240 Joe Radio.
Matt Scott delivers a first pitch to Peyton Allen, swung on and missed. The 0-1 offering to the designated hitter misses up and away. 1-1 the count. A 1-1 tie, top of the 5th inning. Peyton Allen flied to left field in the 2nd. Scott kicks and comes back with a 1-1 fastball swung on and missed. 1-2 the count. 2 straight strikeouts to end the 4th for Matt Scott. He's retired 7 straight. He's ahead of the count here, 1-2 to Peyton. And delivers the 1-2 pitch, lifted foul down the left field line. A long run for Titus Dimitru. This one lands untouched. 1-2 to Peyton Allen. 6 strikeouts for Matt Scott. And on for another inning of work. Bo Kearns thought it might be 4. It remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Peyton Allen. Latrey McCullum on deck. Kyle Russell to follow. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the first place Portland Pickles. 2 up on the night starting this 3-game series. The 1-2 pitch, a ground ball to Eli Kennel. The night's second baseman slings it over to first for the out. 1 away. And Latrey McCullum, who had an RBI single to drive in the Pickles run in the 2nd, comes to the plate now. Latrey McCullum is a good-looking ball player. He has had an outstanding summer, .322 at the start of the night. Picked up his 10th RBI in his first at-bat this evening. Latrey takes ball 1, 1-0. McCullum out of Murrieta, California. Played in 21 games for the Gauchos at UCSB this past spring. He swings and drives one to left center field. A long run for Logan Johnstone, who finds the ball and makes the catch. Good job by the outfielders tonight for both teams. They're dealing with some tough sun conditions, but getting good jumps, tracking the balls well. And with 2 away, Kyle Russell, the batter. McCullum hit .267 for Coach Checkett's Gauchos this past spring. His mom, a writer, and in fact listed by Latrey as his favorite writer, Tori McCullum. Kyle Russell swings at the first pitch and doesn't get it. 0-1 the count. 2 down, nobody on. Top of the 5th, the 1-1 tie. Ground ball to short. Spencer Scott looks it in, picks it up, and throws across to Kiko Romero. And Matt Scott mowing him down. He's retired 10 straight. His counterpart, Alex Giroux, has retired 9 in a row. The accent on pitching as we go to the bottom of the 5th. The Pickles won, the Knights won on 1240 Joe Radio.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser. From hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear. Now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
1240 Joe Radio.
A 1-1 tie as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. Timo Becerra looks at a breaking ball strike from Alex Giroux. 0-1 the count. Timo with a sacrifice in the second, his first of the summer. He's jammed and hits one in the air to the right of the second baseman, Eddie Saldivar Jr., who runs over to grab it. One away in the bottom of the fifth. Spencer Scott to the plate. Spencer with his third sacrifice fly of the summer in the bottom of the second inning to drive in the Knights' lone run. 1-1, bottom of the fifth. Alex Giroux has retired 10 straight. Delivers to Spencer, who swings and fouls it at the plate. No balls and one strike. 6:35 again tomorrow for game 2. 1:05 Sunday. Strike one pitch, another soft liner. This one again at second baseman Eddie Saldivar Jr., who makes the catch. Giroux doing an outstanding job. 2 down. Ethan Lovelace will be the hitter. I'm almost certain that what we just saw from Matt Scott was his final inning of work. As the inning ended, there were a couple of guys sprinting down toward the Knights bullpen, and we'll probably see someone else in the ball game when the Pickles come to the plate in the sixth. The first pitch to Ethan Lovelace misses for ball one. Ethan struck out looking in his first at bat. Giroux comes back to the plate and bounces his 1-0 pitch. 2 balls and no strikes the count. Dash for cash tomorrow night, presented by State Farm and agents of Corvallis and Philomath. And then Hope Day on Sunday, presented by Hope 107.9. 105 Sunday afternoon. The pitch to Ethan Lovelace misses. 2 balls and no strikes the count. 2 down, nobody on. In a 1-1 tie in the bottom of the fifth. And the 2-0 pitch hits Ethan. That ends the streak. Giroux has been sailing along since the base hit by Titus Demetriou. He had retired 11 straight, but he hits Ethan Lovelace, bringing Logan Johnstone to the plate. Logan has flied to right field and struck out looking. Ethan Lovelace a threat to run. While it has not been, although the average is coming up, the kind of average season that he'd been hoping for, he has stolen 12 bags in 14 attempts. The pitch to Logan in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. A 1-1 tie, bottom of the fifth inning. Alex Giroux, the right-hander from LO, comes set. pitched a very good ball game, as has his counterpart, Matt Scott. Johnstone swings and fouls it to the left and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Brooke has been hasn't had many opportunities, but has yet to send a runner tonight. The strike 2 pitch, a line drive, base hit to center field. That will send Ethan Lovelace to second. Logan Johnstone with a solid single to center, and it'll bring Ryan Stafford to the plate with a chance to give the Knights the lead. Stafford singled to center field in the first, hit the ball on the screws for a line drive out in the third to right field. Ryan with an opportunity to give the Knights the lead. Latrey McCullum out in left, really battling the sun, taking his position in left field in an unorthodox kind of way. Breaking ball misses inside, ball 1, 1-0. One that I haven't seen deployed that often, but he's kind of taking it side saddle as the pitch comes to the plate. Instead of just kind of standing squared up to the infield, he angles his right shoulder almost parallel with the fence. A ground ball to third. Jackson Vanderbreak fields and throws out Ryan Stafford. Just trying to make sure Latrey is that he has kind of a side saddle, not dead center approach to that tough sun here at this hour. In a quick moving ball game. It's not even 10-8, and we're going to the 6th. No runs, no hits, one hit, and 2 left. But the Knights come up empty. To the 6th inning we go with a new pitcher coming in. Looks like Sean Weiss with family here as always to my left, getting ready to cheer Sean on. A 2-minute pitching change break in the 6th of a 1-1 tie. The Pickles and Corvallis Knights back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185 and get in the game.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of New World creativity like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
Do you ever experience headaches? Or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
1240 Joe Radio.
A big night tonight for the University of Hawaii and incomers. Alex Giroux has pitched a great ball game, and now Sean Weiss goes to work. University of Hawaii bound, and his first pitch here in the top of the 6th, and then this 1-1 tie to his former teammate Kyler Stancato. A line drive at second. Eli Kennel times his leap perfectly and brings it in. One away. Eli using all of his 5'11 frame to snare that one. So a good start for Sean Weiss, who, like Giroux, the starting pitcher for the Pickles. Sean comes out of the bullpen and gets an out on the first pitch that he throws, and now Jackson Vanderbrake tries to bunt for a hit and leaves it foul in his own on-deck area. No balls and a strike to the Pickles' third baseman. Jackson has singled to left and struck out looking. A tremendous outing from Matt Scott tonight. He ended up striking out 6. He walked only 1. That was the run that came in against him in the second. The strike 1 pitch hit foul towards the Omaha room and into the stands just below it. No balls and 2 strikes the count. Starker Forests enjoying the Hotel Corvallis Omaha room tonight, a gathering of employees from Starker Forest. The strike 2 pitch is check swing, tapper to third. Becerra fields, off balance throw to first is in time. Good play. Becerra able to get something on the throw, in spite of not having a good deal of momentum in order to do so. Off balance throw and got enough into it to edge Jackson Vanderbrake by a step. And with 2 down and nobody on, Eddie Saldivar Jr., who is fouled out and flied to deep left field, will step in. Sean delivers, first ball swinging. Saldivar fouls it to the left and out of play. No balls and a strike. Left fielder Titus Demetrius still dealing as we approach 8 o'clock with that tough sun. He's standing in a patch of sunlight and holding up his glove against the sun. Ball hit to the left side, heading towards Susan Casey. In fact, landed about 2 feet from somebody that looks about as young as her daughter Ellie these days. Landing a few feet from Susan to her right. And she had a chance to make a play and didn't. Chose to let it go by. But I would have expected a Casey to make a play on that ball. No balls and 2 strikes to Eddie Saldivar Jr. 2 down, nobody on in a 1-1 tie. Sean Weiss kicks and comes to the plate. A 2-hopper to third. Timo Becerra up with it. Throws across to Kiko Romero for the out. And Sean Weiss comes in and has a very efficient 6th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still the Knights 1 and the Pickles 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
There I was in the living room taking a nap when I heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start working on our deck and getting the house ready to paint? I'll do it, but not today. Well, if you won't do it, I'll do it myself. I know the guys at Philomath Rental can show me what I need to do, and since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental. If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, there are benefits and services available to you at Lynn County Veterans Services. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-926-3882 and take advantage of what you've earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. Lynn County Veterans Services is here to help you. If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, call 541-926-3882 and thank you for serving your country. Lynn County Veterans Services, serving our local veterans.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the 6th inning, the first pitch is swung out and missed by Kiko. 0-1 the count. Kiko has struck out and grounded to third. Latrey McCullum finally at peace out in left field, no longer dealing with the sun. The strike 1 off speed from Giroux misses away. Ball 1-1. Big night, I would think, for Rich Hill, the head coach at Hawaii, looking if he's, I'm sure he'll get reports, but he has Giroux coming in to Hawaii and Sean Weiss coming in as well. Young men who grew up together playing ball and now will be teammates for the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors under Coach Hill. The pitch missing to Kiko, ball 2, 2-1. Giroux back to the plate, fastball in there. That evens the count at 2-2. Sixth, a 1-1 tie. Good ball game. Ball to Eddie Saldivar Jr. Kiko hustles down the line, but Eddie gets him. Tanner has struck out looking and flied to right. That unusual walk-up song that we noted last night for Tanner, the Careless Whisper. Wouldn't expect that for a young man in 2022. Must have been something he heard in the car with mom and dad. Tanner Smith takes a strike and the count 0-1. Giroux working quickly, delivers a looper into shallow right center. Going out is the second baseman, Eddie Saldivar Jr., to grab it. There are 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. And ever so quickly, Eli Kennel, the batter. Eli has singled and scored the night's lone run, flied to center in the 4th inning. A 1-1 tie in the bottom of the 6th, 2 down and nobody on. Alex Giroux comes to the plate. Eli takes a strike. 0-1 the count. Alex has pitched a tremendous ball game. Delivers to Kennel a high pop fly to shallow center. Stancato coming in, and with Latrey McCullum coming into the picture, Stancato able to stay with it. Latrey McCullum crosses in front of him. Stancato stays with it, makes the catch. The inning is over. Another 1-2-3 frame, and we go to the 7th. It's still the Pickles 1 and the Knights 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
At Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Hi, I'm Katie Albin, and I want everyone to know that at Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Directional boring, to be exact. So if you need to run a pipe underground, under a driveway, or under a sidewalk, and you don't want to destroy your yard in the process, the boring people at Albin's Plumbing can help you with your directional boring. Just give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282, Albin's Plumbing.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 6 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Pickles 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. The Corvallis Knights 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. Sean Weiss to work in the top of the 7th inning. And the first pitch to the switch hitting Jacob Jablonski in there for a strike. Sean back to the plate. The 0-1 pitch just outside. 1-1 the count. Sean retired the side in order in the 6th inning. Jablonski 0 for 2 against Knight starter Matt Scott. 1-1 in the 7th. Weiss to the plate. Jablonski takes a strike. And the count 1-2. Jacob Jablonski, Nick Upstill, and Michael Campagna in the 7th. Sean Weiss and Tanner Smith, the battery for the Knights. They collaborate on the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes from Sean. A fly ball down the right field line. Ethan Lovelace, a long run. And the ball lands just foul, out of his reach, down the line towards the corner. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jablonski. Knights baseball brought to you by All Pro Property Services. If your home, office, or investment property is dingy, dirty, or worn, we recommend family-owned All Pro Property Services. They've helped thousands of companies, investors, and so many people get the best out of their properties, from investment, renovations, facility services, housekeeping, and move-out cleans. All Pro Property Services has the bases covered. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jacob Jablonski. Sean Weiss out of the stretch with nobody on. The left-hander delivers a ground ball slowly to short. Spencer Scott up with it. Fires a strike to Kiko Romero. Good to see Jablonski hustling down the line. 1 away, as the great Canadian bard would say. Just in speaking of seeing somebody hustle down the line, you don't take these things for granted when you think of what's in need of repair. He sings eloquently about the sun coming up at 5:51 in the morning. Sun peeking through the blinds. You don't take these things for granted when you think of what's in need of repair. How true, how true. The pitch to Nick Upstill, who has struck out twice, is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Matt Scott got him twice. Matt struck out 6 in an outstanding performance, allowing just 2 hits. The 1 walk that he yielded came in to score. Sean delivers, and Upstill serves one into left field on a couple of hops in front of Titus Dimitru. A 1-out single for Upstill. The 3rd hit of the evening for the Portland Pickles, and that'll bring Michael Campagna to the plate. Michael drew that walk against the starter, Matt Scott. Ended up scoring on a 2-out single by Latrey McCullum. The Knights' only run coming on a sacrifice fly by Spencer Scott to score Eli Kennel. Sean to the plate. First pitch missing to Campagna. Jordan Barkus going through the signs at third. Some Joe named Cooper. And Joe Cooper coaching at first. 1-0 the count to Campagna. Pitch on the way is hit over my head. There's been very little action in the alley tonight. I think it's only the second time I've referred to Urchin Alley. But they're out there. They're waiting. They're waiting patiently tonight. They've gotten their second souvenir of the evening on that foul ball off the bat of Campagna. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Nick Upstill held on at first by Kiko Romero. Sean throws over there, and Upstill back to the bag. Nick has stolen 4 bases in 5 attempts. The Pickles have swiped 57 as a club. The Knights 106. 1-1 tie, top of the 7th. Sean to the plate, and that's hit foul into the alley. So back-to-back foul balls into Urchin Alley. The count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Campagna. 6:35 again tomorrow night, a Dash for Cash night. The Urchins will probably come in and forsake the alley to come in and run around to try to get some cash. Brought to you by the State Farm agents. Soft line drive caught by Spencer Scott. Throws back to first, not in time. 2 down in the inning. And Peyton Allen will come to the plate. The State Farm agents of Corvallis and Philomath presenting Dash for Cash tomorrow night. Peyton Allen has flied to left and grounded it to second in a very well-pitched ball game on this 22nd of July. Weiss throws over to first base. Nick Upstill back to the bag. 6:35 tomorrow, and then we'll wrap up the series with the Portland Pickles with a 105 ball game on Sunday. Sean Weiss again over to first base, and Upstill again back to the bag. Sean reading his battery mate Tanner Smith. Top of the 7th inning. Sean again to first base. Weiss and Tanner the battery with Kiko Romero at first, Eli Kennel at second, Spencer Scott at short, Timo Becerra at third, Titus Dumitru in left, Logan Johnstone in center, and Ethan Lovelace in right. Sean to the plate, hit foul to the right, off of the Omaha room, and the ball skips down along near Kelly Craig down there. Got to be ready, got to be alert, got to be prepared. Skipping like a stone, as we will see many of those next week throughout the rivers of our area. Good jump by Upstill. The pitch is a strike. The throw to second, not in time. Brooke Knight in the Knights dugout felt the throw was in time from Tanner Smith, but Upstill got a good jump on Sean Weiss, and that enabled him to get the steal. He's into second. Peyton Allen taking strike two. But the stolen base could indeed come into play now as Sean tries to get out of it with the game tied at 1. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 down here in the 7th. Delivers a slow roller to short. Spencer Scott charges, gloves, hesitates, fires, and gets him to retire the side. No runs ahead, a man left in scoring position. 7th inning stretch time here at Goff Stadium at Coleman Field. Again, brought to you by All Pro Property Services, your locally owned option for property cleaning, maintenance, renovation, and landscaping. Relax, All Pro Property Services has the bases covered. Find them on Facebook. A new pitcher coming in. We'll take a 2-minute bottom of the 7th pitching change break in a 1-1 tie as we go to the bottom of the 7th on 1240 Joe Radio.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Boy, did you see them all just blow away a minute ago?
We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts.
Gosh.
The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear.
Gosh.
Now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
1240 Joe Radio.
Ian Umlant, the new pitcher, the first pitch to Titus Dumitru drilled to left field, but Latrey McCullum no longer playing at side saddle or having to deal with the sun, able to pull it in, one away on one pitch. Timo Becerra has worked the count to 2-0 to Ian Umlant, who has just checked into the game. Pitches to Becerra. He lifts a fly ball to right. That's an easy play for Nick Upstill, who puts it away. Just like that, 2 down in the bottom of the 7th inning of a 1-1 tie. Spencer Scott will be the batter. Spencer drove in the only run of the ballgame for the Knights with a sacrifice fly in the 2nd, popped out in the 5th. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the 7th of a 1-1 tie. Ian Umlant, 6'1", 190 out of Tualatin, delivers a strike. The count 0-1 and University of Oregon bound. The Knights picked up their only run in the second. Back-to-back singles from Eli Kennel and Titus Dimitru. They were sacrificed to second and third, and then Spencer Scott, who swings here and pokes one into center field, base hit, a 2-out single for Spencer. Spencer drove a fly ball to center field to score Kennel with a sac fly, and that's been it. The only run for Portland also came in the second inning. The batter is Ethan Lovelace, a left-handed hitter, but Briley Knight is considering a hitter now. I'm wondering if it might be Brady Lavoie, a right-handed hitter. Oh, I'm coaching from the booth. The late, great Eddie Payne didn't like when people did that, but I guessed right. It is Brady Lavoie who's putting on a protective padding for his left leg and will pinch hit for Ethan Lovelace. And Bobby Merwin will soon announce that to the fans tonight here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. Another good crowd. A 2-out single for Spencer Scott, giving Brady Lavoie a chance to hit and bringing to mind the voice of John Ramsey, thinking about the call from Bobby Merwin here on this summer night in Corvallis. Your attention, please, for the Dodgers. Batting for Sutton, number 11, Manny Mota. I miss those days, and the voice of John Ramsey. Lavoie, first ball swinging, a fly ball to left and playable. Latrey McCullum backs up to make the catch. Number 23, Brady Lavoie, flies out to left, and the Knights are gone in the seventh. No runs, a hit, and one left. That was quick. Quick work by Ian Umland. We go to the top of the eighth. It's still the Knights and Pickles tied at 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany, online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Island Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the eighth inning. A beautifully pitched ball game by both teams. A 1-1 tie. Sean Weiss, following Matt Scott's outstanding performance, goes to work on Latrey McCullum, who swings and misses to open the eighth. 0-1 the count to Latrey, the right-hand hitting left fielder who drove in the only run of the ball game for the Pickles. A 2-out single in the second. He flied to center in the fifth. Weiss comes back to Latrey. Fastball just outside. 1-1 the count. Latrey McCullum, Kyle Russell, and Kyler Stancato in the top of the eighth. The breeze is continuing to blow out to left center. Another cool evening here. The 1-1 pitch missing a little bit low. Ball 2, 2-1. Sean works out of the stretch with the bases unoccupied. Delivers a 2-1 pitch, hit foul into Urchin Alley. So the hitter's making up for some lost time, beginning to deposit balls with a little more regularity into the alley. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Latrey McCullum. The 2-2 pitch from Sean, chased and Nearly missed. McCullum got a little piece of it to stay alive. Tanner Smith not quite able to hang on to the foul tip. And the count remains 2-2 to McCullum. 1-1. Top of the 8th inning. 2,101 in the stands tonight. Another good crowd. A two-hopper to second baseman Eli Kennel. Eli up with it off the turf and throws to Kiko Romero. One away in the top of the 8th. Kyle Russell will be the hitter. A couple of notes on this date in baseball history. George Brett had a 3-home run game against the Texas Rangers in '79. And this was considered quite the event in 1967, much more common now. But the Atlanta Braves used 5 pitchers in the 9th inning against St. Louis. And that was indeed a novel approach in '67. The pitch on the way to Kyle Russell hit foul down the right side. Giving chase is Kiko Romero with the wind pushing the ball towards the field of play and keeping it in play. Kiko not able to catch it, but a good effort. The right fielder, Ethan Lovelace, too deep. Kiko gave it a good shot, stayed with the ball, and that's what I was glad to see. Didn't give up on it, knowing that the wind was pushing the ball. And a great job by Kiko to get close to hauling that foul ball in. No balls and 1 strike the count. 1 out, nobody on, and a 1-1 tie in the top of the 8th. Sean out of the stretch. Weiss delivers away in the count 1-1. Yeah, 5 pitchers in 1 inning. I'm not sure who the Braves manager was then. I'm taking a guess, trying to take a guess from baseball cards and memory. Bobby Bragan maybe in '67. The 1-1 pitch hits slowly towards third. Timo Becerra fields it cleanly and throws to Kiko Romero for another out. Both teams have played outstanding defense tonight and have pitched extremely well. Those are a couple of pillars of the great game. Bobby Bragan on down. I think Bobby was the manager of the Braves in '67, and I'm remembering that only because of baseball cards and looking at them with some regularity. And I could be wrong. I'll probably am, but we'll check it out here in a moment. I think Bobby was an interesting character in 42, the film. First pitch missing for ball 1, 1-0. Kyler Stancato against his former teammate Sean Weiss. Kyler 0 for 3 tonight. The 1-0 pitch taken a little bit low and away. Ball 2, 2-0. Sean not missing by much, but I think perhaps we are falling victim to the thief himself, Tanner Smith, trying to frame pitches. The umpire has disliked 4 different pitches in the inning that have looked pretty good from our vantage point. Here's a good breaking ball that he does call a strike, and the count 2-1. 2 down, nobody on in the 8th. A 1-1 tie. Out of the stretch works Sean with the bases clear, delivers to Stancato. Kyler swings and fouls it to the left and out of play. 2-2 the count. And Sparky Lyle, born on this date in 1944. He won a Cy Young Award. They asked him, what are you going to do with your trophy for the Cy Young? And Sparky, one of the great relief pitchers of his era, told the media what he was going to do with it. The 2-2 pitch, a ground ball at Kiko Romero, back at first. Kiko fields and runs it to the bag. The inning is over. Another 1-2-3 inning for Sean Weiss. Sparky said, quote, I'm going to build a glass case, put it in my front lawn with a big spotlight and display it. He should be proud. One of the first relief pitchers to win, not the first, but one of the first to win the Cy Young Award, with the game changing. Those notes in baseball history telling you the game was changing a little bit. 5 pitchers in 1 inning in '67 and a relief pitcher winning the Cy Young. I'll have to check on Sparky's year, but I think it was around 78 or so, wasn't it? Anyway, we go to the bottom of the 8th. Another good inning for Sean Weiss. It's still a 1-1 tie. 1240 Joe Radio.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights!
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned: home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them. Call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
1240 Joe Radio.
Tyler Quinn, the second straight pinch hitter deployed by Brooke Knight. Tyler swings at a 2-0 pitch, loses the bat, and it goes flying over the head of his teammates, Coach Yoon, Brooke Knight, everybody else, and the ball gets lodged into the netting above the Knights' dugout. And that's going to take a team effort to get that bat out of the net and return it to the pinch hitter, Tyler Quinn. 2 balls and 1 strike to Tyler, pinch hitting for Logan Johnstone against the left-hander Ian Umland. Tyler Quinn hitting .312 with 13 runs batted in. The 2-1 pitch in this 1-1 tie, bottom of the 8th, is high, ball 3, 3-1. Such has been the outstanding pitching of Alex Giroux, and now the second inning of work for Umland, that we have not seen ball 4 delivered to a Knights batter. The 3-1 pitch to Quinn, and we still have it. A fly ball to right field. Nick Upstill is there to make the catch. 1 away. If you live or work in one of 24 Western or Central Oregon counties, then you're entitled to membership privileges and the full financial services of Oregon State Credit Union. You can join the credit union online at OregonStateCU.com or at one of their 12 branches. Oregon State Credit Union, dedicated to creating financial solutions toward making local lives better. The quick working Umlaut to Ryan Stafford. The first pitch, a strike. Umlaut right back for strike 2. And Ian ahead of the count. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th of a 1-1 tie. Stafford takes high and away. Very quick work from Ian. Gets the baseball back, ready to go again. Again, 1-2 the count. Kiko Romero on deck. Stafford hits one slowly to short, charged by Kyle Russell. Kyle throws him out, 2 down. Kiko Romero will be the hitter. Well, this would not be a walk-off if Kiko could get into a pitch. But he would love to deliver another long ball here and give Sean Weiss a chance to go out and finish this ball game in short order in the top of the 9th. The pitch on the way to Kiko, hit sharply back up the middle. To his left goes Kyle Russell. From behind the bag, he throws him out. Excellent play by Russell. And that's a quick 1-2-3 inning again. We've had a lot of those tonight. Unlike the Red Sox and the Blue Jays in their game, Toronto 28 and the Red Sox 5. We go to the top of the 9th. It's still the Knights 1 and the Pickles 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
I was freezing getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding. I'll do it, but not today. I know you don't want me to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I know the guys at Philomath Rental, they'll show me what to do. And since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh, darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
1240 Joe Radio.
Before 2,101 on this cool, breezy Friday evening, we go to the 9th, a 1-1 tie. Sean Weiss ready to go to Jackson Vanderbrake, who will be followed by Eddie Saldivar Jr., then Jacob Jablonski. Both teams scoring their only run in the second inning. The first pitch to Jackson misses high, ball one. Vanderbrake singled to left against Matt Scott in the first, struck out in the third, and grounded out against Sean Weiss in the sixth. The 1-0 pitch, pop foul to the right, and this one heading towards the Omaha room, the stands just below the room itself, and the count 1-1. Sparky won his Cy in 77. If I said 78, I don't know how I could forget Ron Guidry's incredible year. I believe Ron, I know he went 25-3 in 78. 25-3. And I think the Ernie was 1.74. Sean delivers in the turf in the count 2-1. Bragan, by the way, I don't know, did not manage the Braves in 67. He did 63 to 66. The 2-1 pitch popped up on the right side. Eli Kennel going out. Calling for it is Brady Lavoie. Brady does a nice job to call off Eli coming in on the ball to make the catch. One away, and Eddie Saldivar. I'm thinking, again, I'm just trying to think back. Baseball card knowledge in the Chronicles of Waste. Harris, maybe? Eddie Saldivar Jr. hits one sharply to the left of Eli Kennel. He goes and gets it in shallow right and throws Eddie out. 2 down. Nicely done by Eli Kennel, growing into that role ever more comfortable from game to game as the Knights' second baseman. Jacob Jablonski will be the hitter. The switch hitter, power hitter, has struck out, flied to right, and grounded to short. A 1-1 tie, top of the 9th inning. First pitch fastball from Sean, in there for a strike, 0-1 the count. When the Knights bat in the bottom of the 9th, they hope to be looking for a second straight walk-off win in the 9th. Tanner Smith, Eli Kennel, Titus Dimitru, the scheduled hitters. The strike one pitch, swung on and missed. Sean trying to deliver this ball game to the bottom of the 9th with a 1-1 tie intact. 0-2, 2 down. The outfield deep for the powerful Jablonski and straight away. The strike two pitch misses high, ball one. 1-2. Sean peering into Tanner Smith. The left-hander out of Canby and bound for the University of Hawaii delivers a two-hopper juggled by Spencer Scott and no play for Spencer. Not able to get a clean handle, and on a game that has been flawlessly played defensively. Well-played game by both teams, really making good plays, all the routine plays. It's unfortunate that with 2 outs in the top of the ninth, we see the game's first error. Spencer Scott charged with it, and it gives Nick Upstill a chance to hit. It puts the go-ahead run on first here in the top of the ninth of a 1-1 tie. Upstill, who singled to left field against Sean in the seventh, the only hit against Weiss. Sean came on in the sixth inning. The first pitch missing to Nick, and the 1-0 fastball in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. A solid 5 innings for Matt Scott. Sean Weiss has now allowed just 2 base runners, the Upstill base hit, and now this error. Ground ball to second. Eli Kennel up with it. Eli throws to first. And down go the Pickles in the top of the ninth. The Knights need a run to win it. And if they can get it, they're within 1 game of the Portland Pickles in the second half South race. But Ian Umland has been very good. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The Pickles won, the Knights won on 1240 Joe Radio.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
When you think of Albin's, you think plumbing. And when you think of plumbing, you think water. Hi, this is Katie Albin. Some plumbing projects don't have anything to do with water. At Albin's Plumbing, we also work with natural gas and propane lines. So if you need a gas line for home heating, cooking, or for a gas water heater, give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the ninth inning, a 1-1 tie. The Knights won it in thrilling fashion last night on a Kiko Romero walk-off. Do they have that kind of magic in them tonight in the bottom of the ninth? We'll see. Tanner Smith hits a slow tapper to the left of Jackson Vanderbrake. The third baseman fields and throws across to get Tanner one away. Bottom of the ninth, the 1-1 tie. Eli Kennel with a big swing and a foul at the plate. 0-1 left-on-left matchup. Kennel singled to lead off the second. Dimitru followed with a single. The runners were sacrificed by Timo Becerra, and Spencer Scott drove in Kennel. That's the Knights' lone run. It was in the second. The lone run for Portland also in the second. Eli takes Umland's strike one pitch away. The quick working Ian back to the plate in the turf. Ball 2, 2-1. The ball game is right now just 2 hours old. Bottom of the ninth inning. The Knights would like to end it here with Eli Kennel tied for the team lead in homers at the plate. He swings and fouls one back. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Eli. Titus Dimitru on deck. 2,101. Eli Kennel looking for his second hit. Swings and punches one foul to the left and out of play. Hangs in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Knights have not had a stolen base. When they get them, Pape Material Handling makes a contribution with All Pro Property Services to Community Outreach, Inc. The 2-2 pitch is strike 3 called, and it might have been swinging too. 2 down. And last night with 2 down, I made the comment, well, unless Kiko walks it off, we'll go to extra innings. And I said he's quite capable of walking it off. And on a 3-1 count, he walked it off. Titus Dimitru, the batter. Titus would love to tie into a pitch. If nothing else, at least get on base. He's not homered this summer. He swings, and it's a ground ball to the left of Kyle Russell. And Russell's throw to first pulled the first baseman Jablonski off the bag, and Ed Nags is all over the base umpire, who just says, no, that's enough. And Ed Nags was indicating that it was by this much. And now the base umpire pointing to Brooke Knight to get back to off the field with Ed Nags, who rarely argues a call. And according to Ed Nags and Brooke Knight, that throw clearly pulled the first baseman Jacob Jablonski off the bag. And the umpire very cocksure about his approach here with both coaches. And Brooke, I don't think, appreciates that and is asking the umpires to get together to talk about it. Ed Nags held his hands up, both hands indicating a space of about 4 or 5 inches, that he thought the throw from Kyle Russell pulled Jablonski off. No satisfaction here. The out's in the books. And Brooke can't believe it. I mean, he's astonished by it. I think Brooks Hatch will go take a look in the video replay, and we will too. And the throw certainly was a great effort by Jablonski to stretch, but in the minds of most, that should have been Dimitru aboard with a winning run and a chance for the Knights to play on in the bottom of the ninth. But the one in whose mind it matters most said no, he was out. We're going to check the replay and see if these things be so. We go to the 10th, a 1-1 tie, 1240 Joe Radio.
At Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Hi, I'm Katie Albin, and I want everyone to know that at Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Directional boring, to be exact. So if you need to run a pipe underground, under a driveway, or under a sidewalk, and you don't want to destroy your yard in the process, the boring people at Albin
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious, made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the 10th inning, a 1-1 tie. Michael Campagna swinging at the first pitch from Sean Weiss. It's a one-hopper to Spencer Scott. The Knight shortstop throws to first to get Campagna one away. Peyton Allen, the batter. Peyton takes a strike from Sean. 0-1 the count. 1-1 top of the 10th. The strike one pitch hit foul to my right and into Urchin Alley. Plenty of Urchins well positioned to make a play. And the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes to the right-hand hitting designated hitter Peyton Allen, who swings, and it's another one into the alley. And the kids are, there's about 14 of them competing for the one baseball. No balls and 2 strikes. Nobody in the press box has exercised, as yours truly was, about whether that call was right at first. Did anybody check the replay? And they were looking at me like I was asking, if Sparky won the Cy Young in 77 or 78. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Peyton Allen. Weiss delivers, breaking ball foul back. It remains 1-2. 77 for Sparky. He became the first American League reliever to win the Cy Young. Maybe only the second reliever. I think the first reliever to win the Cy was Marshall. Mike Marshall in 74. The 1-2 pitch from Sean in the turf, ball 2, 2-2. A 1-1 tie in the top of the 10th. 1 out, nobody on. Peyton Allen 0 for 3. Sean kicks and comes to the plate. Swung on and tap foul to keep the count at 2-2. In the bottom of the inning, Timo Becerra, Spencer Scott, and Ethan Lovelace, the scheduled hitters, or Brady Lavoie, pardon me, the scheduled hitters for the Corvallis Knights. The next pitch is hit foul into the stands just in front of the McGrath family press box. Everybody's all right, but it was close. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sean Weiss trying to get the hitter who drives one to left and playable. Peyton Allen with a pretty good swing, but Titus is right there to make the catch. 2 down. And that will bring to the plate the left fielder, Latrey McCullum. He has the lone run batted in of the evening for the Portland Pickles way back in the 2nd inning. 2 outs, nobody on. Latrey takes a fastball down and away, ball 1. An RBI single on an 0-2 pitch for Latrey McCullum in the 2nd. Has since flied to center and grounded to second. 1-0 the count. 2 outs, nobody on, and a 1-1 tie. Top of the 10th inning. The 1-0 pitch missing for ball 2, 2-0. Jonah Advincula in center field now for the Corvallis Knights. Brady Lavoie in right. Titus Demetriou still out in left. McCullum sends one into the alley. 2 balls and a strike. Kyle Russell on deck. Beautifully pitched ball game. The goose eggs across the board for both teams indicate that. No runs in this game since the 2nd inning. McCullum takes a strike to even the count at 2-2. Sean building great momentum for his journey to Hawaii in the fall. His 13th appearance, an ERA of 1.44 and 4 saves. Trying to pitch himself into a win here tonight. The 2-2 pitch off the mid of Tanner Smith to the backstop. And the count goes full to 3-2. If he can get through here and see the fellows rise up for a run in the bottom half, then indeed Sean Weiss would have to go along with the 4 saves. He would go to 4-0 on the year. The 3-2 pitch, McCullum drives it to right center. Jonah Advincula started to his left, redirects and comes in on it and makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning again for Weiss and the Knights. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Again, the Knights looking for a run to win. Portland 1, the Knights 1. A new pitcher coming in. Rich Dorman is here. We'll be back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Are you a veteran living in compensation, health care, transportation, and more? You've earned them. Use them. Call 5 Veteran Living in Lynn County. Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them veterans.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the 10th inning, Caleb Appleby comes out of the bullpen. One tie to Timo Becerra. He has pitched a very the left field line fair by Timo Becerra. Timo will pull into second with a double. The night. Timo wasting no time getting on the Pickles. Caleb Appleby, who's making his 5th appearance. 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs. 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, an ERA of 0. Spencer Scott, the batter. Spencer, a sacrifice fly back in the second. Brooke Knight wants to talk to Spencer here about the approach against the big right-hander, Caleb Appleby. Appleby is LSU bound, part of Jay Johnson's top-ranked recruiting class at LSU for 22. Mount Carmel, Illinois, by way of Wabash Valley College and on his way to Baton Rouge. So a long way from home, both not only where he is going to be playing his collegiate baseball, but where he grew up in the great state of Illinois. Spencer Scott is likely up there to bunt, but if it were that simple, that clear, Brooke may not have gotten together with Spencer. We'll see if that indeed is what they've talked about. Spencer Scott could win it with a base hit. He has 1 sacrifice hit on the year. The Pickles are expecting Spencer to bunt, and he is, and he takes a fastball high. Ball 1, 1-0. A rude greeting for Caleb Appleby here in the bottom of the 10th in a 1-1 tie. The winning run, Timo Becerra at second base, jumping on the first pitch and hitting it just fair over the bag down the line and left. Spencer again showing bunt and bunts it foul. In the count 1-1. The Knights walked it off in the 9th last night on the Kiko Romero homer. Giving us some free baseball here tonight on this Illyrica Internet Cap Night before 2101, trying to walk it off here in the 10th. Timo Becerra representing the winning run at second. 1-1 to Spencer Scott. Brady Lavoie on deck. Appleby getting the sign from Michael Campagna. Spencer again is bunting, and he gets it down. A good one up along third. Vanderbrake fields and throws to first. The ball dropped by the first baseman, Jacob Jablonski. Everybody safe, and the Knights with a winning run at third and 1 out. The second baseman, Eddie Saldivar. And Eddie Saldivar Jr. trying to field the throw from Jackson Vanderbrake. It was a good throw. Sacrifice for Spencer Scott. An error on Eddie Saldivar. And here comes Mark Magdaleno, dugout and not the bullpen. So Coach Magdaleno going to the dugout and not the pen for not sure. Latrey McCullum is coming in from left field. So we're going to take a break. We've got some sort of change on. Not sure he's coming all the way to the dugout. McCullum is, and heading into the back, not listed on our roster. Came out of the dugout. Yeah, there we go. Came out of the dugout. I'm trying to see where Jose is going. He's not coming in to pitch. Latrey McCullum, fielder, and taking Latrey McCullum out. So playing with just 2 outfielders, Latrey McCullum into the dugout, and Jose Ruiz, fully 5 infielders, 3 on the left side and 2 on the right. And the Corvallis Knights walk to load the bases. So a lot of different things going on. And foremost, to put the Knights in a position to win this. On an error, an intentional walk to Brady Lavoie, and now Jonah Advincula at the plate with Mark Magdaleno. Take Otto in left center, Nick Upstill in shallow right center. Jonah Advincula, the batter, with the bases loaded and nobody out. And the pitch to Jonah Advincula with a chance to win it. Becerra, the winning run at third base. Inning. Jonah Advincula awaits Appleby, who works out of the stretch against 5 infielders. Advincula waits. The youngsters to our right making a lot of noise. Another compelling finish here at Goss Stadium. Walk it off here in the 10th. Bases loaded, nobody out. The 2-0 pitch to Jonah swung on and hit foul into the upper grandstand above the Riley Concourse down the left field inning. Brooke Knight lays out a sign. Jonah is a good punter, had a bunt single last night. But 5 infielders in, ready to crash and try to make a play at least or something against the drawn-in infield. He takes just outside, ball 3, 3-1. Well, the stinginess that we've, with the count going to 3-1, the Knights are a ball 4 away from winning this ball game. Becerra at third, Scott at second, Lavoie at first, nobody. Ball 4! Jonah Advincula draws the game-winning walk. Becerra steps on home plate, and the Knights defeat the Portland Pickles in 10, 2-1. To Jonah Advincula. And the Knights pull within a game of the Portland Pickles in this second half race. A Lyrica Internet Cap Night and another good ball game. 2000 by a final score of 2-1 on the walk-off in the bottom of the 10th inning. 2 nights in a row, the Knights walk it off, much to the delight of crowds. And that's going to do it for tonight as the Knights try to get to game 2 of the series tomorrow at 6:35 pregame show. The Knights win it 2-1, and will try to move into a tie for first place tomorrow night. The Sunday finale will take place. Studio. This is Mike Parker thanking you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the good ball game. Well pitched by both teams, well defended by both teams, and in the end, Scott Sacrifice was dropped at first base by Eddie Saldivar Jr. covering. Brady Lavoie intentionally walked. Mark Magdaleno never really came into play because the big right-hander, Caleb Appleby, not able to throw enough strikes to backs full. The Knights win it in 10, 2-1. We'll see you tomorrow night right back here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field and on 12.